Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, we back again with another one. It's your boy Fresh, extremely blessed, man. And we back with another one, man. Episode 32, man. 32, man. Episode 32. You already know. Yeah. Let's jump on into it, man. Jump on into it. Magic Johnson edition. You already know. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do, man. Let's go and jump on into it. Episode 32. Magic Johnson edition, man. Y'all like and subscribe. Better like P9D. Better like P9D. Also, if you ain't subscribed, subscribe to my other channel, Mr. Henderson. You already know we over there motivational and a little bit of me, give you more and stuff like that as we keep going as time go on. Excuse me. Never stop, never give up on yourself, man. And we into it. Let's jump on into it, man. Episode 32, Magic Johnson edition. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Magic Johnson, man. You know what I'm saying? We jump to it with him because the man was Mr. Showtime. We already know. If you ain't on Magic Johnson, go do your homework on Magic Johnson. The man was a fool with it, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, one of the greatest point guards ever. Also, he was very tall, you know what I'm saying, tall point guard. Mr. Showtime, the handles, the Lake Show, you know what I'm saying? Those who are Lakers fans like myself, he one of the reasons. Him, Kobe, of course, you know what I'm saying? LeBron, but without Magic Johnson, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't none of that, you know what I'm saying? And Mr. West too, you know what I'm saying? But we going back with that. But yeah, Magic Johnson was a fool with it, man. Also, he knew how to run the team. He knew how to put things together. Had razzle dazzle, made it look good, made it look easy, man, of doing it. And you can learn a lot by watching him in his game. And as you see, Magic Johnson, you know what I'm saying, had a lot of things coming his way. We talking the 70s, 80s, back in the day. So, you know what I'm saying, he definitely one of the GOATs. Salute Magic Johnson, you know what I'm saying? He been through a lot, and you can learn from him even when it came down to him catching that heen. That's how he caught that heen, if you know what I mean, But the way he had got it was some, we ain't gonna jump off too deep, but you know, back then, him, all of them, they used to have girls waiting at their hotel when they got off, you know what I'm saying? Because they was the Lakers, man. They was the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? And man, everybody want to be part of the Lakers and the Celtics back then. The bad boy Detroit Pistons, we already know, and the Bulls, baby. But the Lake Show, boy, they used to get them boys trouble every time because of Magic Johnson, man. You already know. But yeah, man, definitely one of the greatest, top 50, one of the top 10 point guards. We already know that. You know what I'm saying? Man, really Pope been by the power forward or something. When he was LeBron, before it was Samoa, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, LeBron, everybody talk about Jordan, his game, Magic Johnson, Scottie Pippen with a little bit of razzle dazzle, a little Mike in there, but more of a Scottie Pippen Magic Johnson to me. But the man was serious, and you know what I'm saying. If you don't do know Magic Johnson, go do your homework, man. You know what I'm saying. The man started this thing, man, with the flashy passes, everything like that. You know what I'm saying. With the team, looking out for the team, all that there. You know what I'm saying. Magic Johnson definitely was it, man. He was him. You know what I'm saying, back then. And if you don't know, go do your homework. I'm telling you, it won't fail you. And I think he stayed, for the most part, he stayed with the same team, I want to say. And definitely GOAT status, baby. So, you know what I'm saying? I think he came back again. He tried to come back again like that, but it didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? Because he had caught the package. If you know, you know. I don't want to talk about it on here, you know, for reasons. But he ended up bleeding or something, and then some of the players said they didn't feel comfortable with him playing like that. So, you know what I'm saying, he gave it on up, but you know what I'm saying, he's still getting to that bag in a major way, and a big time idol, and doing big. Shout out Magic Johnson, man. You already know. Yeah, and also, you know what I'm saying, the man, the way he just, you know what I'm saying, brought the game. When you watched it, it just made you want to watch it back then. You know what I'm saying? Now, back then was different, NBA. You know what I'm saying? Them boys was something else. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure they something else to this day, too. But back then, they said them boys was wild, real wild. You know what I'm saying? And Matt Johnson was one of them, what I heard anyway. But, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there, but what I'm trying to make is, ain't finna be too many of them like them. Even if you look at Luka Doncic now, not saying like they had the game, because he could shoot. Matt Johnson cannot shoot that good. I'm sorry, but he was it. But he could not shoot that good. He can, in the open flow, he gonna give you a show. He can dunk it maybe. Not no crazy dunk, but he'll put it down. You know what I'm saying? Get some assists or whatever. But even Luka, you know, they like them tall point guard, like the people who can bring the ball up, like, you know what I'm saying? If you look back on the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? So shout out Laker Nation, you already know. And shout out my boy Magic Johnson and Luka. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we do that thing this year, but that's another topic. But if you don't know about Magic Johnson, know that the man started that thing. He started that thing with that open flow, pass, no look, all that there came from Magic Johnson, man. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? And as far as the discipline and to stay with the same team, he started that, you know what I'm saying? With the Lake Show, baby. You know what I'm saying? Also, he started, you know what I'm saying, them no-look passes, anything you think of, man. The man was sick, man. You know what I'm saying? Back when they had, James Worthy, and they had, what's it? I can't even think of the center name. They had a couple centers, but they had my boy, I can't even think of his name right now. Had the beard, old school, man. If y'all let me know in the comment. I forgot his name. If y'all know, let me know in the Deviac or something like that. He was pretty dope too. They slept on him, but Magic Johnson always made it work, boy, with the team. And he bred new players like Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones, all them, like, you know what I'm saying? They learned some of them. So, you know what I'm saying? He definitely was it. Even still to this day, he still be over there watching, you know what I'm saying? Coaching them boys behind the scenes. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out the Lake Show, baby. And my boy Magic Johnson had game. Plenty of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Episode 32, Magic Johnson edition. You already know. You got to do what you got to do.
MVP, Hall of Famer, and the straw that stirred one of basketball's most famous styles of play. How good was Magic Johnson really? Humble beginnings. Magic's childhood was far from lavish. He was born in Lansing, Michigan to an assembly worker and a school janitor. Since Magic had 6 siblings and 3 half-siblings, his parents had to work extra hard to provide for the family. Realizing his family needed him, Magic rose to the occasion and often chipped in by joining his father on his garbage collection route. His parents' work ethics were not the only thing to rub off on Magic during his childhood, as he picked up on another integral aspect from their lives: a love for the game of basketball. Magic trained with his dad night and day, teaching him the ins and outs of the sport. Magic was good, real good. It quickly became clear that Magic had a future in basketball and a chance to give his family a better life. As a 9th grader, he shattered the city record for most points in a junior high game by putting up 48. Then as a sophomore, he recorded 36 points, 18 rebounds, and 16 assists, all in one game. Magic was making a name for himself, literally. This triple-double led to a writer from the Lansing State Journal referring to him as Magic for the very first time, and it became one of the most well-known nicknames in sports history. College life. Magic still had a ways to go in turning the sport he loved into a way to provide for his family. Even though he was a 2-time All-State selection and a McDonald's All-American in high school, he needed to prove himself all over again at the collegiate level to potentially one day hear his name called at the NBA draft. But being referred to as one of the best players to ever come out of the state of Michigan, Magic had his pick of the litter when it came time to choose a college. He landed on Michigan State after deciding staying close to home was important to him. Magic actually didn't consider this to be a launchpad for the NBA. Instead, he focused on becoming a TV commentator by majoring in communications, which isn't all that shocking when you consider his outgoing personality. But his plan B wouldn't hold him back. Magic thrived on the hardwood for the Spartans and quickly became one of college basketball's brightest stars. As a freshman, he averaged 17 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 7.4 assists, and made it to the March Madness Elite 8. Sophomore year, he put up nearly identical numbers, but this time, he led Sparty all the way to a national title. It was the most watched college basketball game ever. Magic outdueled Larry Bird and was named the Final Four's most outstanding player. A star is born. Magic's rookie season ended up being one for the books, but first, he had to make the league. After dominating college basketball for 2 seasons, Magic decided to enter the 1979 NBA draft. Possessing such a unique skill set for someone standing at 6'9" and coming off a national title, it was no surprise that Magic went number 1 overall. And while top picks usually join organizations who have fallen on tough times, he was drafted by the Lakers. The Lakers were coming off 3 straight playoff appearances and only had the first pick as compensation for losing a free agent a few years earlier. But being the number 1 pick and playing in a city like LA for a team consistently reaching the postseason, there were sky-high expectations for Magic. The pressure didn't faze Magic one bit. He managed to live up to those and then some. As a rookie, he averaged 18 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 7.3 assists per game, and was named to the All-Star team. And if that wasn't enough, he was a starter, a very rare and prestigious honor for a rookie. In addition to individual success, Magic helped the Lakers reach the finals after going 60-22 in the regular season. Then when LA was up 3-2 in the series against the 76ers, Magic's running mate Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was ruled out for Game 6 due to injury. People counted out the Lakers because of this. They had no faith in Magic. But Magic was used to overcoming tough times, and with his family counting on it, he had no choice but to rise to the occasion. He led the Lakers that night to a 123-107 win, as he put up one of the greatest stat lines in finals history: 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals. He was named NBA Finals MVP, becoming the only rookie to ever do so. That sweet taste of victory didn't last long, because Magic's second season in the league was one plagued by injury. He suffered torn cartilage in his left knee and was forced to miss 45 games. This didn't stop the Lakers from paying him, though. They recognized they had a one-of-a-kind talent in Magic, so they decided to give him a one-of-a-kind contract. The two parties agreed to a 25-year, $25 million contract, which at the time is the highest-paying contract in sports history. Showtime. With a recovered knee and healthy bank account, it was time for Magic to lead LA back to the promised land. After a disappointing season in which they got knocked out in the first round of the playoffs, Magic looked like himself again. He nearly averaged a triple-double with 18.6 points, 9.6 rebounds, 9.5 assists, and a league-leading 2.7 steals per game that year. He also joined Wilt Chamberlain and Oscar Robinson as the only players to ever record 700 points, 700 rebounds, and 700 assists all in one season. Thanks to Magic's stellar play, the Lakers found themselves back in the finals, where they would again knock off the 76ers in 6 games. After recording a series-clinching triple-double, Magic was named Finals MVP for a second time. But the following year, Philly would finally get their revenge on Magic in the Lake Show. They were again facing off in the finals, but things were different this time. The Lakers were riddled with injuries, with James Worthy, Bob McAdoo, and Norm Nixon all hurt in that series. We may call him Magic, but he couldn't take on the 76ers alone. Revenge became a recurring theme, as did the Lakers making the finals. After leading LA to a third consecutive trip to the championship series, Magic ran into an old foe in Larry Bird, who in an epic 7-game series avenged his loss to Magic in the NCAA national title game. But this just made Magic hungrier to win more than ever. A year later, the Lakers ran into the Celtics in the finals again, winning this time in 6 games and reclaiming their throne, as Magic averaged 18.3 points and 14 assists per game in the series. After 4 straight finals appearances, the 85-86 season saw the Lakers fall in the conference finals, bringing an end to their impressive streak. The following season, with people wondering whether Magic was over the hill and the Lakers dynasty had come to a close, Magic averaged a career-high 23.9 points per game, while adding in 12.2 assists on his way to winning his first regular season MVP award. It wasn't just a regular season to remember for Magic. His dominance extended into the postseason, where he showed he wasn't ready to give up his crown, as he added another title and Finals MVP award to his growing legacy. Magic then had enough championship rings to fill his hand. Magic would go on to make the finals in 2 of the following 3 seasons and bring home 2 more regular season league MVP awards. Hollywood ending. We thought Magic would continue to win awards and compete for titles for years to come, but then everything changed in an instant. While undergoing a physical prior to the 91-92 season, it was discovered that Magic's life would change. He tested positive for HIV. In a press conference on November 7, 1991, Magic made the news public and announced that he would be immediately retiring from the NBA. The news transcended the sporting world. It was all people could focus on. More than a decade later in 2004, it was named ESPN's 7th most memorable moment of the previous 25 years. Then, even though Magic was retired, fans voted him as a starter for the 92 NBA All-Star Game. Magic picked up exactly where he left off, filling up the stat sheet with 25 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds, on his way to being named the game's MVP. Being named as starter demonstrated just how much fans and his fellow NBA peers respected him, and his performance proved just how good he was. The same should be said for his inclusion in the 92 U.S. Olympic basketball team roster, better known as the Dream Team. There was zero debating that Magic belonged on one of the greatest, if not the greatest, basketball teams of all time. Following a brief stint as coach of the Lakers, Magic unretired and laced him up in the purple and gold one more time during the 95-96 season. Even at 36, Magic made his impact on the court, averaging 14.6 points, 6.9 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game in 32 appearances that season. He retired after the season ended, saying, "I'm going out on my own terms, something I couldn't say when I aborted a comeback in 1992. Legacy. Magic's resume was about as lengthy as they come. He was a 5-time NBA champ, 3-time Finals MVP, 3-time regular season MVP, 12-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star Game MVP, and 9-time All-NBA first-teamer. Over his 13-year career, he led the Lakers to the finals a remarkable 9 times, while averaging 59 wins per season. Such sustained excellence is rare in any sport. But he didn't just rack up personal achievements and bring his team success. Magic transformed the way the game was played. At 6'9", he broke the mold of what was viewed as the ideal point guard, showing that position didn't have to be reserved for just the small guys. Magic played a positionless type of basketball that was not normal back then, filling in wherever his team needed it. His combination of size, athleticism, and ability was unheard of. He paved the way for and inspired generations to come. Guys like LeBron James and LaMelo Ball. His fast-paced style and prevalence of flashy plays earned him and the Lakers the nickname of Showtime. To this day, Magic is still referred to as one of the best, if not the best, point guards the game of basketball.
You know what I'm saying? It's a late show, baby. Season starting up too. I want to say in October, so I'm looking forward to that. Lakers versus the Clippers, so big Lakers fan. Those who know me know. And we're going to see what they're going to do this year, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Magic Johnson and the guys. It's your boy Fresh. Stay blessed, man. Stay on your quest. I'm out, man.